my god, you guys, can you believe it's May already? I feel like so underprepared for this. And honestly, I think this month has been the most unprepared I've ever been for a month. Like, I haven't even tried to figure out like how I'm supposed to go about this month and all that. So the best thing that I can do is write my budget up. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and make this page because I can't stand this page. There's nothing for me to do with it. Right here I put my debt tracker and my weekly check-in, and then right behind here I put my budget and then my sinking funds, and then I start my paycheck budgets in case you guys are wondering how I set up my budget spreads. But anyhow, we are here because I need to set up May. Honestly, I don't know how May got away with sneaking in like it did, but it has. And I need to stop procrastinating so much and get to it, because May, I just noticed, has a lot of holidays or events that I need to consider. Oh Lord, forgive me, I have nails and I'm getting used to them, you guys. Like I was saying, I have Bay's birthday this month, and then there's Mother's Day that following Sunday, and then at the end, ooh, this got stuck. No, let go, let go. And then at the end of the month, we have Memorial Day. And I don't know if we will celebrate it or not, but I do want to make sure that I have enough to budget something for it. Lord, nails and stickers don't go well. Lord, I don't know how people do this. But yeah, so Bay's birthday, Mother's Day, and Memorial Day. And I might just even celebrate Cinco de Mayo. You never know. I mean, not that I go out or anything, but a margarita sure is tempting. But anyhow, in order for me to set my budget, this is how I do it. For those who are new to the channel, hi, my name is Erika. I'm a sticker budgeter. I make stickers and budget my money on camera for you guys, so you guys can see all the dumb stuff that I've gone through in my life and how I try to go about my finances. And the first thing that I do, that I've learned to do, is write down the income I'm expecting to receive this month. So for the month of May, I'm supposed to get paid on every 2 weeks essentially. So I have one on the 5th and then I have one on the 19th. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and write those in here. So I'm going to put paycheck 1 and 2, and then just in case I use any other source of income that I put into my personal account, I'm go ahead and put miscellaneous, because I never know if I'm going to get a refund or if I'm going to use some of my shop income, some of my YouTube income or affiliate income to work with my budget in case I'm running low or I want to throw extra money at my debt. I go ahead and add an extra category, which is miscellaneous, because this is the category that may or may not happen. Now, I do have the dates here, so I know I expect one, like I said, on the 5th of the month, and then I expect one on the 19th of the month, and then I never put for miscellaneous because that can just be random. Now, the reason why I have expected and an actual is because for expected, this is where you would usually write the minimum you've ever gotten in your pay, in your income. So for me, I know my minimum and it'll always stay as my actual, because I'm on a set income payout because of workers' comp. So I know the expected amount that I'm getting for each. Every single time I get paid is $12.48. 32. If you guys are wondering why workers' comp, is because I got injured at work and they don't accommodate to my restrictions, therefore they have to pay me for my lost wages, because it's not that I'm not willing to work, it's that they don't want to accommodate me to work. Hopefully that makes sense. But anywho, with my job, they've decided that this is the income that I'm getting based on the average that I made back in 2019. And since I haven't worked because of my restrictions, that has stayed true for the past 2 or 1.5 years. So yeah, and I know every time I get paid, the same outcome should be made. Now, I'm not expecting anything for miscellaneous, so I'm just going to leave it blank. And usually what happens is that once I get paid, I write down the actuals. And That's it. People have these because they want to see if they were on spot or if they were like over budgeting or under budgeting their income. But this is the one that you basically work with. This just gives you a glimpse of how your month for income will look like. That's why I have those there. And since I no longer expect anything from these categories and I have that already set, I go ahead and close it out because I'm not expecting any refunds. I'm not expecting any extra income. And I've already decided that for miscellaneous, I'm not actually expecting anything. If I do, I wait till the last week of the month to make an actual addition there. So that's how that works. If you're wondering how I come up with these numbers. So I'm going to go ahead and add that up so you guys can see that for the month of May, I'm expecting to work with about $2,500 basically. So I'm just going to write $2,496.64. And that is that. Once I have my income done and already kind of set in my mind of how much I'm supposed to work with, then I start writing down all of my bills. And these bills are the items that come out of my personal checking account. Now, the bills that you guys see here is what I personally take care of. If you guys see bills that you guys normally take care of, that doesn't mean that they're not part of the whole picture within my lifestyle. It just means that I personally don't take care of those certain bills, because I've had people comment like, hey, you never put electricity, you never put Wi-Fi, you never put subscriptions, you don't budget out for this and all these other expenses. And the reason why is because it's not part of my budget. My partner takes care of those areas as well, so I write down in my budget what I personally have to take care of. Now, if you guys do a whole budget as a family, then yeah, I expect you guys to have all those within your categories. But if you're like me and you share bills of household items and of, you know, eating out items and all that stuff, you don't need to put it in your budget because it doesn't come out of your income. You put down what you take care of on a monthly basis. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So the first thing that I gotta take care of is the rent. Now, since Bay does send me his part of the rent, I do include it on here, which then I will add to miscellaneous just in case you guys are wondering. But I know that on the first, $1,350 has to come out of my account. Oh, you know what? Thinking about it, just so I can make it easier, I'm gonna go ahead and add his miscellaneous category here, $425. And then I'll fix that at the end. But anywho, I know that $1,350 is going to come out of my account because he does quick pay me. If you're interested in his budget, I'll link his channel up above in a card or down below in the description box. So just expand it so you can find it. He has his own budget. Currently, he is unemployed. So whatever he gives me is just to help him out and to match his level of income, since I clearly do make more right now. So yeah, that is the first item that comes out. After that, my benefits come out. So my health benefits, and this is done through work. This is on auto pay. So my health benefits is what gets pulled out for medical, for vision, dental, and life insurance. So I do have all of that, and it is taken care of through my job, and they automatically pull it. So for that, I get pulled $134.26, but I'm just going to go ahead and round it out to $135, just because I never know if it'll be increasing, just because there was a shift in company. So I had MetLife and then it turned into Farmers, and I'm not sure if this month there is going to be another increase, since I have seen it in the past 2 months, which I got to figure that out, but it's fine. After that, I start going through like my calendar situation. I haven't set it up. I'll set it up when I have my weekly check-in, but I will usually lay down all my bills. And we were talking about the first, and then once we remove over here, my benefits get pulled, and then on the 8th I have my gas bill. So right after that, the only household bill besides the rent that I take care of is natural gas. Now, I did get a California climate credit, I believe. So I'm not sure if I even have a bill due for the month of May. I have to check in that, because I did get an email saying, hey, you got credit on your account due to this. So I'm still gonna go ahead and budget $23 for natural gas. I feel like that's been like the amount that has been posted, but I have been moving, so I never know. But I always like to over budget instead of under budget. Like I said, this is a budgeting category, and at the end of the month, we're going to put all our actuals because they're never the same. They're always flipping and flopping, however which way. So after natural gas, I know right after comes my phone bill. So I'm going to go ahead and put my phone bill here. Now, this is one of the bills that I know is never different. This is a set amount of $57. I have an unlimited plan of $45 with Spectrum, and then I have a $12 or $13 insurance policy with them, so that's why my phone bill is $57. And I think it's because I'm a internet user of theirs, so we do get like a discount for phone services, so that's why it's that low, in case you're interested. After that, I know that the next bill that I have to take care of after the 13th, because this is when this phone bill hits, is my mom's Bank of America card. Now, if you guys are wondering, I shared a credit card with my mom when I was in college, and ever since I've been helping her pay it off. I usually give her $55 for the minimum payment, and then she throws another chunk at it, you know, to hit the balance and bring it down. We do have a plan to pay it off, but it won't happen until I pay off all of my debt, because this is not under my name, it's under her. And if you guys are wondering, I'm not sure if I'll include that in my debt-free journey process here on this channel, because I'm just planning to have a lump sum of money and then just quick pay her and then get rid of the card. That's the only thing I'm planning on doing, since this is her personal finances and I don't want to put her stuff out there like that. After that, we do go around and we start hitting my car payment. So my car payment comes right after. This is the only debt that I have besides my mom's. And then my car payment is $167.31. If you guys are interested in my car purchase history, I'll link it up in a card above. But yeah, this is my minimum payment. This is what me and the dealership agreed to. And so far, I got an email saying that I paid off 56% of my loan, which is kind of exciting. So yay me. After that, we have my car insurance, and that one I'm estimating $107. And then I have my renter's insurance. So like all things, I like to secure my property and my assets, or, you know, my car. So I have insurance for everything, for my apartment, for my car, and for my life. And for renter's insurance, I'm doing $23. It's usually 22 so far that I've seen, 22 something, so I just marked $23 just to have an exact number. And that is all the bills that I have to take care of. I don't pay for anything outside of this. If you guys are wondering why, it's because Bae takes care of a lot of subscriptions, or we share family like bundles to say, like if someone in the family has Netflix, then they trade it off for another subscription, and that's how they deal with it. I'm just in the middle, and I'm just like, hi you guys, hi, how are you? I'm gonna use it because, you know, Bae Bae gave me passwords. So that's me. But it's like a equal trade-off. If he pays for a subscription, he lends it to his other family members while they lend theirs to us. You know? Equal share. So now that I have all my bills set up, I'm going to go ahead and add up everything that I need to take care of over here. So we have $13.50. So far for the month of May, everything that I need to take care of in bills is $1,917.31. So I'm going to go ahead and put that here. And that is for everything that I need to take care of for the month of May regarding bills that, you know, I need to pay like without a doubt in my mind. Get me? Now we're going to get into the part where, you know, I gotta live off of stuff. So this includes food, gas, all that good stuff. And the reason why it is different than in this section right here is because I pull this in cash. So it's called cash envelopes because it does not stay in my bank account. These bills right here stay in my bank account because there's no reason for me to pull them out. I do payments online, so I will never pull that out. Too much of a hassle. I don't go into the stores like my dad does. I do everything online, so this all stays in my bank. Cash envelopes, however, is different. I like to pull cash because I cannot be trusted with some of these areas keeping it in the bank. So this is just my personal preferences to pull cash. Now, have I had any issues with cash during this pandemic? No, not really. I don't think I have. Except for one store, which was H Mart, which is where we buy our Korean barbecue meats and stuff. But what I do is that I give cash to Bay and he swipes his card. So it's an even exchange. But the categories that I use, that I like to pull cash with, is groceries, gasoline. Gasoline is not so much of a horrible habit that I can't control. It's just that it's cheaper to pay cash than it is with card. I don't know why, but I feel like it's always like 10 cents cheaper, and I'll take 10 cents any day. And then spending, which is the most problematic one that I have. Not so much problematic, but if I leave that in my debit card, I will not have self-control. If I have it in cash and I see my money going away, it just hits like an internal, like psychological thing that I just freak out if I don't have money in there. So that's that. And then the only category that I have on here that's not cash is unbudgeted. And this happens if I tend to overspend in some categories, or if something comes up and I end up using my debit card, or I end up overspending in one of these categories. Now, each of these does have a budget, and I'll put it down in a minute, but let me just close this off. And the budget for groceries is $3.80 actually. I bumped it up. It's $3.80, and I believe that has been working out very well for us. However, I have not been cooking at home, and Bay's worst nightmare is the grocery store, so I need to figure out otherwise to lower this and bump up my spending, since we do use my spending also to go out and eat. I gotta figure this scenario out, because groceries is not working out for us, because we're not grocery shopping and I'm not cooking at home. I know it's terrible, but it's just a lifestyle that we run. Like I said, every budget is personal, but we do $380, even though sometimes we use it for eating out instead of grocery money. Gasoline, I'm gonna go ahead and put $60. It has been working out. It wasn't working out in April because I was going back and forth with my mom, picking her up and dropping her off, and then I went on vacation, and yeah. But I think $60 is still working just fine. I don't mind it. And then for spending, $250 is working out just fine as well. So I haven't been having an issue with that. Like I said, if I do overspend, it comes out of groceries, because going out to eat, I consider it food as well. So I might even just like bundle these together at one point, but for now I'm gonna leave it like that. And then for unbudgeted, I never unbudget to have unbudgeted expenses, because I feel like I have enough confidence that I can write everything down in my monthly budget. But it might tend to happen. I might forget something, or something might come up that I was just not foreseeing. So I like to have that category just in case. So I feel like in total, these numbers have never shifted. So if I do 380 plus 60 plus 250, 690 usually seems the amount that I pull out in cash. Not at once, since I do it on a bi-weekly basis, but it's usually the same amount every single time. Every time I close my budget, I will actually write my actuals. And then if I do have anything left over, I dump it into debt for those interested. So now that we have that out of the way, let's talk about miscellaneous. So I always do have a miscellaneous category, and that is for holidays, birthdays, savings that I might need to do for the month. So like I said, the things that are coming up in May are, the first ones is a Bay's birthday. So I do like to include that here. Right after is Mother's Day. And who doesn't want to celebrate their mama? Well, if you have a close connection with them. And then I do want to do Memorial Day, just in case my family wants to do a barbecue. I do want to go ahead and include that. Now, after you have everything that you want to put on here, there's also other categories that I add on here on a monthly basis. However, since I have fully funded those, you don't see that anymore, but they include like my sinking funds. So if you have sinking funds that you guys want to add on here, miscellaneous category is perfect for it. And then what I also write on here is next month's rent savings. So I'm just going to put savings, even though I know this is for rent. So I'm just going to put rent, and this goes towards for June, I believe. Yeah, so that is what I put down here. Now, the reason why I put it down here, like all these holidays, is because these are my priority right here. I know I have to get these done in May, and if I need any budget cuts, I look at miscellaneous to see what I can cut. Of course, I will never cut my rent savings, but I put it down here since I don't want it to go in this section. But yeah, miscellaneous is always the area where budget cuts can happen, and that's why these certain things go on there, because I need this to live off of and this to keep my house going, my insurance is paid, and all that good stuff. So miscellaneous is always that category where like you want it, you want to fulfill it, but if you can't, we won't go there. So that is how my miscellaneous category works, for those wondering. Now, miscellaneous can be anything. It can be, a trip to a theme park. It can be, online purchases that you want to do throughout the month. It can be anything that you don't find a necessity, more like a want sometimes, except my rent savings. So I'm going to make some lines just so I can have a nice layout to work with. And these have never have a set income that I want to fulfill it with. These are more of like guesses or estimates of what I think I might spend. So for Bay's birthday, I know I might spend like $100. My Mother's Day, I'm doing 50 because there's like 5 of us and we can all chip in. So I know that'll be like a collective haul, and I know like maybe my dad would take care of the majority of it. Memorial Day, I would say 50 again, because like I said, if we all get together, it'll be like a potluck situation, like where everyone chips in and we figure something out. And then for my rent for June that I need to save up would be my part, which I believe is $925. I believe it is $925. That is my portion. So that is what I usually budget out for, because it's my job. So now that we have all that done, I'm gonna add it up, and it looks like I need about $11.25 to save for these categories, and the main reason is my rent. Now, something that I did forget to put up here on income was my rollover for April. If you guys are like a bi-weekly budget, you guys will always have, or like just in normal situations, you guys will have income that you didn't use up in your previous month that you're just going to keep going until your next month. And I have that. It's called rollover, and I usually forget to put it up here, but I'll include it down here. So this number is going to be completely different, but I'm gonna write it down right now. So now that this is everything that I'm planning to take care of in May. Got all my bills, got my cash envelopes, and everything that I want to happen in May. And now all I'm going to do is finalize my my math, basically. So I'm going to take my budget breakdown. This is when I know everything is accounted for. I know that, here is everything that I really want to take care of, everything that I wrote, and then whatever I have remaining will tell me if I can put money towards debt, savings, retirement, etc., depending on your type of budget and the phase that you are in your debt-free journey or just in your personal finances. So like always, the one thing that I'm going to use is my income, so that I always put this first. I put priority to less meaningful stuff here. So we have my income, and then we have my bills, and then we have my cash envelopes, and then we have my miscellaneous category. Now, if you're working on your debt snowball, you can add it to your miscellaneous. However, I'm just gonna use whatever's remaining down here, if I have anything remaining, to mark it as my debt snowball. So for my May budget income, I did have a rollover of $1,751.86. If you guys are wondering why I had so much rollover, it's because I did not do a debt snowball for the month of April. April just got away from me, and I didn't do an extra debt income payment. So that's why this is so high. And it also was part of my rent and my cash envelopes that I have not pulled out yet. But that is my rollover income for May. And then I'm just gonna add these categories up to get my expected May income for the month. So it looks like I will be working with $4,600 for the entire month. Now that doesn't mean I'm gonna have all of that in one go. It just means in one point in time it's gonna add up to this amount. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that here because it's my budgeted amount. It can be less, it can be more, like I said, just depends how life works. And then we are going to subtract that income from the total amount that I need for bills, which is $1,917.31, minus the amount of cash that I need to just, you know, live life. And then my miscellaneous category of what I want so I can have extra fun and celebrate others. So if I go ahead and subtract that, so if I subtract the actual, or like the expected income that I want, that I will have for May, minus my bills, because I know this will actually come out. It really will. And then my cash envelopes, and then my miscellaneous. By the end of the month, I will have about $941 to work with for my debt snowball or for June's expenses for the beginning weeks. So this is what I will have remaining. Now, in order for this to be a zero-based budget, this will have to be assigned something. It can all be assigned to a debt snowball. It can be assigned all to savings, or assigned all into a rollover income to throw into your next month. Whatever it is, just assign it a job and you'll have a zero-based budget. So yeah, I will leave it as is, as like savings until the end of the month, because then I will decide what I'm going to do with that income. Usually, mainly it'll go towards my debt, since I do have a goal of throwing $1,000 at my debt every single month so I can finally get rid of my car. However, like last month, it didn't happen. Life gets in the way and everything just takes a back burner, and you never know if you're gonna have like an unexpected massive expense as well. So that is what is going on there. But that has been my budget for the month of May. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry I was so chatty, but I feel like I've gotten a lot of subscribers now, and I wanted to break it down for you guys because personal finances can be a little tricky, especially if you're new here. But this is how I like to budget. If you guys are wondering, the stickers are from my sticker shop, erikalifevlogs. Everything's linked down below. This planner is by Erin Condren, but I'll also link that down below. And I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye, you guys.